Ah, okay. So why is he acting so smug? Theo. Hey, Dollface. Long time no see. Oh, Theo, I'm so glad to see you're alright. Okay, this is this place, I guess. Why are we still wearing that lampshade? You sure that's the word you want to use? Well, I suppose you're right. Still, it seems like you're okay. Wherever this is. Where is this? This? This is where me and Zappara live. At least it used to be back when I was alive with you all. Oh, you lived here? Hey now. I know he ain't the prettiest, but it gets the job done. I suppose so. Hmm. You seem to have a pretty good understanding that you're dead. Seem like the most logical conclusion to make? Close your eyes, things go black, then you wake up somewhere completely different. Not really a lot of ways you can go from that. Oh, while you're here, I guess I want to say I'm sorry. Kinda figured that whole ghost talking thing of yours was a bunch of bullshit, but I can't admit when I've been proven wrong. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I think I'm more sorry for you in this situation. How did this happen? What? All of this? If I knew exactly, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. I suppose you have a point. If I had to guess, though, it's probably because well, that's him actually. If I had to guess, though, it probably would because I drank too much. Huh? Yeah, you see, it was Crow, Zap, and I. We're all chilling, right? Having a few drinks, laughs all around. An hour or so passes, I'm not feeling so well. Like I had a headache before, but now I'm feeling nauseous on top of it. I tell them I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and I do. Fucking puking up everything I ever ingested, I tell ya. Started coming out of the bathroom, and man, do I not feel great. I tried to call over Zap and Crow, but it's like I could barely get my words out. I figured if I'm gonna be down for the count, at least I want to be somewhere lame like from the men's bathroom door. So I scrambled over the pool table and interrupted the game of whoever was there and lied down on top of it. Next thing I knew, I woke up here. Okay. Now I'm wondering, wait a minute. Did something happen to his drink? I wonder. Anyway. And you knew you were dead? Yeah. Can't explain how, but you just know. I see. So, how long you staying here for anyways? Oh, I'm not sure actually. I could wake up any minute now I think about it. Which reminds me. I promised Crowven that when I woke up, I'd tell him something that only you would know. As proof that I talked to you. So, do you have something you can tell me? Yeah, I got a few stories between Crow and I. Pick your poison. Pick your poison, eh? Oh, I mean, none of it matters, but sure, I'll just pick one. I'm interested in the orange juice story. The orange juice story? Oh boy. How do I even start with this one? Well, I mean, I kinda assume it was something to do with a spiked orange juice or something? Oh no. No. Honestly, you probably wish. Huh? Okay, so it's like, have you ever made orange juice come out of someone else's face? I what? Okay, so, we're at the beach, summertime, chilling, whatever. Crow decides he just wants to hang out under an umbrella, and that's fine, that's cool. I go play with Zap in the ocean a little bit, come back down the boardwalk, get myself a soda, yada yada yada. I see Crowven coming up from behind. He's still sitting under the umbrella. I decide I'm gonna be an asshole and scare him. I come up from behind, slap my hands on the back of his shoulders, and what I didn't realize is that Crowven had been drinking some sort of orange juice or some shit. And when I scared him, he fucking coughed it right out. I'm talking hacking, I'm talking orange juice all over his chest. But like, it didn't just come out of his mouth, it came out of his nose too, and also, a bit squirted out of his eyes. Ow. I don't like imagining that. Oh, don't worry, it gets worse. He grabs my soda out of my hands, thinking his water rinse his eyes out with. Pours it directly into his eyes. Oh my god. Was he okay? I mean, yeah, eventually. He bit his own arm to keep from swearing in front of all those kids at the beach. And Zapra never knew the story? Nah, by the time she came back, Rowan was all taken care of, and I didn't really feel like talking about it. I'm sure if you asked him to retell the story today, he'd laugh. Probably. I see. Well, thank you for telling me. Oh yeah, dude. It was a great day. Oh, and one more thing before you head back. Say hi to Zapra too. And go easy on her for me, eh? Listen, I know she seems all firecrackers and dynamite, maybe even a little rough around the edges, but she's got a lot going on deep down. I know she appreciates some help with that. And I'll appreciate too. I see. I'll try to talk to her next time I see her. I'll let her know you said hi too. Oh, please do. I'm excited to see my boys again soon, but I'm hoping it'll be a long wait at the same time. Huh. Yeah, I hope so too. Okay, well, I guess we got some closure on that. I don't know. I guess, they're nice-ish people. It's just, I don't know. They keep trying to they keep bullying me at the same time. Anyway, before I knew it, I was out again. And I woke up with the sound of a worried Crowven. Yo, Mars, come on. It's getting late. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. Crowven? Yeah? You pour soda in your eyes? Is that the real reason why they were redder than usual? Maybe. It's a beautiful day today. And after so much talk of rain, I even brought my umbrella. But it was clear I wouldn't be needing it. The sun felt so warm, so much brighter today. I hope we get more sunny days like this before things start to get cold and cloudy again, because right now it just felt so refreshing. I was on my way to the cemetery once more. I didn't have any flowers this time around, but I was sure that was okay. I brought a teddy bear last time after all. Besides, I now have a different method of being able to visit everyone there. I try to visit Theo too when I'm able. I wouldn't bother him so much, and even though he and I aren't best friends or anything, I can tell he appreciates it. I think I'll try to see him again today. I continued down the sidewalk, admiring all the things that looked so much happier in the sunlight. The birds, the flowers, and the trees. The one thing that didn't was making its way towards me, and I didn't realize until I heard her snap my name. Oh, Trilla. Funny running into you here, huh? I see you're out enjoying the sun. I haven't heard a lot from you. Yeah, but likewise. Mm-hmm. But I've been investigating on my own time. Do I need to remind you that you're the one who offered to help me and not the other way around? Uh, okay. Uh, 7. I've been really busy. Yeah, I'm sure you've been. All those headstones don't talk to themselves, right? I'm sorry, Twilla. I don't think I can help you anymore. Excuse me? Okay. Huh? Not help me anymore? You haven't helped me once. And now you've got the gal to back out before you even started? What's that for, huh? Well, it's just what? Well, I feel like this is the only time she gets, well, not the only time, but she's actually pretty, angry. I'm just not cut out for this. Please understand. I'm really sorry, Trilla. I'm not cut out for this. Even just helping you in the library, I couldn't do much. I couldn't possibly drag your investigation down. I don't think I would be much help at all. I should have told you earlier, I'm sorry. Do you understand? Oh, I understand. Takes out sledgehammer. You do? Yeah, I do. I get it perfectly clear. Why bother helping me catch a threat when it could help fill up that precious cemetery you love so much? Whoa, what? Hold on. That's not true. I never risked someone else's life for that. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Just like I was sure you would help me. I apologize for lashing out so. I'm just running low on patience. You might not know it, but I tolerate a lot of bullshit from a lot of people. Well, I mean, the one thing I refuse to tolerate is people who don't keep their promises. So, go on then. Run through your little cemetery, Mary. I'll let you go. I'll make sure you keep that promise eventually. Okay, is that a threat? Is she gonna burn down our house again? I don't know. Trilla angrily brushed past me after that. I felt hurt, to say the least, hearing what she thought of me, but I couldn't help her anymore, and it had come out eventually. At the very least, it was something that I got over with, and I couldn't let it ruin today. I wiped my tears of any, wipe my eyes of any tears, and try to regain my composure. I tried to focus on the nice things around me as I continued on my way. The birds, the flowers, and the trees. The birds, the flowers, and trees. I couldn't let it get to me. She didn't know the truth like I did. I couldn't keep Theo waiting. I continued on and up on the way. I entered the cemetery. Something felt off. And I didn't know why until I started approaching Theo's gravesite. Someone's there at the gravesite. Is it Zapata? I noticed her ears. Hey, wait. I followed them as they ran from me. They got out of my sight quickly, but I was determined to find them. I walked up and down the aisles trying to keep my eyes and ears open, until eventually I began to hear something. I followed the noise, which led me to a tree. Do more drugs, and okay. Zappara? What are you doing here? And now you're crying now? How about we make fun of you, huh? What a crybaby. No, okay. Now you're crying just because your friend died. Boo hoo. Anyway, I took a seat beside. took a seat beside Zappara, patting down the grass as I did so. She wiped she wiped her eyes on her sleeve as I sat. Hi, Mary. Hi, Zappara. Are you all right? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Don't I look fine? You I mean, it's the same, but you miss Theo, right? Huh? I'm okay. I'm okay. Really, I'm sorry. I was just leaving. Don't worry about it. Zappara, I was surprised that you, what? You didn't show up to his funeral and all. I couldn't. Why not? You didn't want me in here anymore. And after the last incident, I promised Theo I would respect your boundaries. But I guess I broke that promise anyways, huh? I wanted to leave before you saw me, at least. Zappara, I wouldn't have stopped you from seeing him. I'm so sorry if I made you feel that way. No one should ever be prevented from seeing their loved ones. It's fine. I already accept you enough. It's just, nothing's been the same now that he's gone. I'm not sure it ever will. It still feels unreal. I walk into our place and I'm ready to start like, I don't know, hitting him with my jacket sleeves or stealing his hat and running away with it. But now when I come home, it's all by myself. But all his stuff still smells like him. Smells just like before we left for the bar. His mug is still in the sink because he said he would wash it later. His hamper is still full because we were going to do the laundry together. And TV remote is still stuck in the couch because that's where he last left it. He was my best friend, and he's totally gone now. I'm never gonna get him back. I'm never gonna get him back. I'm never gonna see him again. That's not true. I promise, one day you'll see him again. But not in this life. Isn't that right? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't feel like myself. At least, not without him. I'm all alone. Well, time to, you know that prank you did on me? Anyway, look, I just want my revenge, okay? They bullied me first, they started it. You're not alone. Crowven's here, and I haven't talked to Crowven since. Really? I don't even know what I say, or what it'll feel like. The three of us were always together when we hang out. It feels unfair without him. It feels wrong. It'll get better with time. I promise you it does. Maybe it won't always be the same, but it'll be better. And Zappara? You're not alone. I know Crowven would want to hear from you, and I really think you two should see each other. Even if it's awkward. You should know that... I mean, I'm here for you? I don't know if she wants to hear that, because we're complete strangers. But sure! I want to say that... look. And I know Crowven is too. Even if I didn't always think you were the best person, that's just because we don't get along doesn't mean I can't help you through this. So... well, thank you, Mary. I could really use that support right now. Yeah, of course. She's told this death flag, death flag, death flag, death flag, death flag. It's gonna get better. Death flag, I promise. Because I think I know what happened to... I think I know what happened to Theodore, is all I'm saying. And I think, we'll see, I guess. Have you ever lost anyone? Why do you ask? I just want to see. Of course I've lost people. I don't think there's anyone alive who hasn't lost someone. I've probably lost more than you could fathom. How'd you feel? It always starts the same. Begins with devastation. Desolation. I always forget the lyrics for that song. Was it devastation, desolation? What it all went wrong, and I can't remember the lyrics for some reason. Anyway, but over time, but over time, those feelings, you get used to them. It's like a blur. You stop worrying about who died, and start worrying about who's next. There's no rest for the wicked, and so you became someone who doesn't need to rest, because it isn't going to stop. You just have to be ready for the next time. That sounds heartbreaking. It was. And it's why I'm fighting so hard, so that you don't wind up like me. Okay. What's the lyric like? Where devastation, desolation. When what? I'm gonna look at the lyrics right now because I'm a crazy person. Lyrics. I always forget. What a mess we've made. Yeah, what a mess we made when it all went wrong. I'm nuclear. No, anyway, I just want to remember that line anyway. Despite what happened in the funeral, Crowven hasn't really left his room. When I wake up in the mornings, I can hear him stopping about his room. And when I return from having left the cabin, I find no evidence that he's left the cabin at all, let alone his room. I'm so used to him going out every day. But now I feel bad if I'm leaving him home alone. He spends most of the day holed up in his room, door shut tight. I'll knock on it every now and again to check in on him, but there's not much I hear from him outside of that. But today his door is open, and I think I should go check up on him. I gently open the door. What's this? What's this poster? He looks. His door had been open just a crack, but I opened it just a bit more to get a better look inside. He was sitting on top of his bed, and without ever even turning to face me, I heard him say, "I know you're there, Mary. Come on in." I stepped inside and took a seat on the end of his bed. He didn't seem to have much of a reaction. It's getting a bit late. I'll probably start dinner soon. Sounds good. You really shouldn't be smoking inside, you know. It's a fire hazard. It's a lollipop. That reminds me of a joke, actually, in Gintama. You know, the teacher, like, there's like a little gag, you know, where like a teacher is smoking something and the student says you shouldn't smoke in class, but actually, it turns out it's a lollipop. It's just, you know, the smoke coming out of his mouth is actually because he's just licking it very, very fast. Anyway. I see. I like your deer plush. No. Your flag's upside down. How the hell is that? I noticed your hamper's getting full. Okay. Just random small talk. Good. I like your deer plush. Thanks. I haven't seen it before. Is it recent? Yeah. That person you met, Vaz. They won it that time we met at the arcade. Said they had no room for it and insisted that I have it. I hope you don't mind that I didn't give this one to you. I know you like collecting toys, but... Oh, no. I totally get it. Don't even worry about it. Your flag is upside down? What flag? Is it this flag, or... Or is it this flag? Yeah, I know. Oh, alright then. Is it this flag? I don't know what that means, anyway. You found help me your signed poster? This poster? It's a bit low to the ground, though, don't you think? It's fine. Besides, if it falls down, I have to worry about having to get a chair or anything to put it back up again. Fair point. Your hamper's getting full. Well, clothes. Mine's beginning to get a bit full, too. Maybe we can do laundry together soon. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. It's strange, though. I feel like I just did laundry and I have to do it again. It's not like I even wear that many outfits. Yeah, me neither. Alright, let's stop being around the bush. What do you mean? Come on. You and I both know you didn't come here to talk about my laundry or the posters in my room. You're here because everything sucks right now and you think we should talk about it. It's not so bad, you know? It's not so bad. Actually, what do I say? Say over here, yeah. Yes, everything does suck. You're right. Everything is awful. You know you can say it, right? Say what? Go on. Say that sucks. You know I don't like using that language. Fair enough. Actually, didn't she just say that, no? Yeah, everything is awful. She didn't say it sucks, she just says it's awful. Okay. I thought she did say that because it was the dialogue prompt. I know things have been very hard lately, but I just don't know what to do. You want to see a therapist? Can you afford a therapist? They cost money, you know. It all just feels so hopeless. It's just one thing after another. Is it ever gonna stop? It will eventually. But you won't have to worry about me. I'm fine. You aren't fine. And I'm not fine either. I don't want this cycle to continue. Where all we do is feel miserable again and again. Mary, I just want everything to go back to normal. That is impossible. It's never gonna be normal again. None of this shit's ever gonna feel normal. Sure, maybe it'll pass, but that's not gonna make things feel normal. Nothing will. And how can you just keep going on like that? Saying that you're fine with it, but when that's not true. And just selling it for it. Because it's not like I have any other choice, Mary. You just don't get it. I know you worry about your own parents. I know that's a shitload of stress on your shoulders too, but at least you have some fucking hope in that situation. What hope do I have? My parents are dead. One of my best friends is dead. There's no way around either of those facts. I'm never gonna see either of them again. Yeah, sure, maybe you can talk to them. That doesn't mean that I can see them or be around them or do any of the same things I used to do with them. It's like, why fucking try? If everyone I get close to is just gonna die right in front of me, why bother trying to do anything about it? Whether I'm happy or sad, whatever, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't change the life I'm living right now. That's why everything is fine. And why it has no choice but to be fine. I know you want to help, but all these solutions, therapy, relaxing at home, whatever, they aren't gonna change anything. They aren't gonna bring anyone back. Don't you understand that? Better than anyone? I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a dick when I say this, but your parents might come back one day. Mine sure won't. Well, I mean, well, speaking of that, actually, it's kind of like, well, that's the point of funerals, right? For the most part, funerals are like mourning and for the dead, or whatever. It's not. For the most part, it's for the living. You know, that's the whole point. Even if it doesn't change anything, you still need to, work through your feelings, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Anyway. I don't know. That's a terrible way to think. You suck. You can't stop living. I'm not. At least I'm not trying to. I think that's obvious. Even though it might not be apparent to you, I know what I'm doing with my life. I'm definitely not stopping it. But it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like how it should. This isn't how things are supposed to be. No one could have predicted this. I did. Anyway, I could have. I should have told them not to risk going out that night. I should have done a lot of things. It's too late now. Oh, you're talking about parents. I thought they were talking about Theodore. Anyway, I don't think you should be thinking like that. And how else should I be thinking? Listen, I know I'm not always the brightest girl, but if there's one thing I know about its loss. Here we go. Please, Crowven. Right. Sorry for cutting you off. When I attend those funerals, I meet lots of people who are feeling the same way that you are. They're stricken with grief. It doesn't matter who died, and the way they express that grief isn't always the same. Some people can't help but to sob. Others seem to stare in disbelief. Like if they wake up soon, they realize it was all just a terrible dream. And some of them simply talk to everyone around them as if nothing is the matter. But you can tell they'd rather be seeing their loved ones in different circumstances. I don't see these people for very long when I'm there. But I know that all of these people have been getting better since that very day. It's why we have funerals. To start the healing process with closure. Now that's what I was saying. And despite its name, closure is just the first step. I know that everyone deals with loss differently, but I know that grief won't last forever, and I know that processing it doesn't have to be so miserable either. So please, let me try to help you. Maybe if together, we can acknowledge and embrace the circumstances we're in, it'll be easier to get past them. What if I don't want to? Crowven, move on from it. Get past it. Isn't that just the same as forgetting? The reason you go to all of these funerals, the reason you visit all those graves, is it because you don't want anyone to be forgotten about? How hypocritical of you. Wanting to remember strangers, but forgetting the ones we care most about. It's not forgetting. Crowven, just because they're gone doesn't mean we're gonna forget them. You're right in what you said. I don't want anyone to feel forgotten about. It's why I visit them. But feeling better about it isn't forgetting. Wanting to live a happy life isn't forgetting. I mean, do you think your parents will want this for you? That Theo will want this for you? You can't be afraid of what happens when the grieving is over. We're getting so philosophical here. I don't know, we're just preaching. Feeling better doesn't mean you forgot how much you missed them. It just means you won't feel as sad when you remember them. Mary. Yeah? You know I love you, right, Mary? Yes, I know. No, you don't. Come here. And then he suplexes us. Crowven motioned me over with a lazy hug-like gesture, and I scooted over to him. Do you know the reason we started staying here? This old piece of shit cabin? No. I was always curious, but I thought it might be rude to ask. It's because... Crowven? We wanted to be closer to you guys. That's the only reason. You're joking. That's crazy. You have such a nice home in Hallen City. Hey now, you know what all those old folks say about the difference between a house and a home. I know I've been an asshole, and I probably won't stop feeling like one for a while. I can't really explain all my feelings right now, but while we're here, while you're here, I just want to say, after having lost so many people, I'm just glad I haven't lost you. Yet. Emphasis on yet. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't lost you either. Well, she did lose him. On the route. And here comes Twilla with a sledgehammer. No, ugh. What will you maybe do? You know I hate all that dumb sappy shit. You got me all over monologuing it. It's like a visual novel or something. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, can it, Mars? Blech. I was so sappy I could put it on your morning pancakes. Hey, don't let it happen again. I won't. Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Alright. Please leave my family alone, by the way. That's not possible. That is not possible. Just giving a random voice. If my parents were here still, it'll feel almost like it did before. I'm afraid I can't give you the same life, but I can assure you things will be better. I can't explain it, at least not now, but whether you believe it or not, it will get there, and so will I. This is for you, and you'll see that soon. Good night, Mary. Thank you. We still don't know who the mysterious number is, you know. Again, in Twilla's good ending, I guess even the bad ending, you know, that whole situation was just never, you know, resolved. Still, and I have a feeling it still won't be resolved in this ending either. But we'll see. It's been a few days since then. Crowven seems to be doing a little better than usual. I think he's really trying extra hard right now, and he's been seeing Zapper again too. I think that's nice. I think that's good for them. I'm happy to see them having a nice time together again. A nice day myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. I made sure to put at least one flower in every grave today. Though I haven't talked to any of them. I had considered doing it, but like others tell me, it's probably not a good idea to fall asleep in public places, especially if there is a killer on the loose. So I decided I wouldn't do that today. But that's not what happened, though. I truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep, I didn't, but when I sat back against the mausoleum we have... Okay, is this the same? We accidentally, yeah, we actually fall asleep in the mausoleum, and then it's raining, and, you know, we're stuck in the movie theater now. I guess... Oh, actually, Okay. Crowven is out of the city again. Okay. You would think it'd be different, but actually this time he also just said, you know, F off. You know, despite that moment where we hugged him and everything, he's actually still won't help us. And also he's with his friends? What friends? I guess he has other friends besides Theodore, I guess. And like Zappara. I don't know. Um, well, I guess this time we have no choice but to call Reginald, maybe? I mean, called Twilla last time. I don't, you know, we already hung out with Twilla, so let's try Reginald, I guess. Sure. I decided to call Reginald. I didn't want to bother him, but I don't think Twilla would have taken me well right now. I heard the phone ring a few times, and then he picked up. Mary? It's a bit late, isn't it? Is everything alright? Yeah. Well, actually, I kinda missed my last bus home, and I was hoping maybe I could stay with you tonight instead? Yes, of course. Where are you right now? I'll be right over. You know, I'm totally your stalker, so obviously, you know, you can come to my home late at night, all alone. Thank you. I got the rope ready. I saw the faint outline of Reginald's car pull up to the side of the movie theater. He waved to me through the glass doors to assure me that it was him. Even though it was raining, he still got out of the car and held the passenger door open for me. I told him it was silly to do that. I hope I wasn't too late. You caught me in the middle of getting ready for bed, actually. And I wanted to get rechanged. Didn't feel right to leave the home in pajamas. No, you're good. We drove off to Reginald's apartment amidst all the rain. Because it was so late, there were hardly any cars on the road, so it made the drive a bit safer. We pulled into the parking space next to his building, and he covered me with his jacket as we ran inside. What a gentleman. If only he wasn't a yandere serial killer, you know? So sorry, I wasn't thinking. I should have brought an umbrella. I didn't mind. We stepped inside of the buzzing fluorescent lights. Reginald led me to the stairway, and we headed upstairs. I had no idea he lived so high up. He told me that the elevator was broken and apologized for the inconvenience. And don't mind the dead landlady, by the way, that I've totally murdered. I just felt bad for him. It must have been a pain to climb all these stairs, especially after a hard day of work. Once we were in the proper hallway, Reginald began to lead me to his apartment. I tried to be quiet as we moved through the hallway, not wanting to disturb any of his neighbors. Before I knew it, we were entering his front door. Well, here we are. I apologize for the mess. If I had the foresight that you were coming, I would have cleaned ahead of time. I looked around Reginald's apartment. Is what this be considered a mess? Not even look dusty. Oh, thank you for having me over. I feel really bad having asked you to accommodate me on such short notice. I'll try not to lose track of time anymore. Don't be silly. It's a pleasure to have you here no matter what. Oh, and don't worry about sleeping on the couch or anything. You can take my bedroom. It's right next to the kitchen. I'll sleep out here. You know, Twilla makes us sleep on the rug. You know, maybe we should be friends of a serial killer. It's like, he just acts way nicer than Twilla. Huh? Oh no, Reginald, I couldn't. You already drove out in the middle of the night to pick me up, and I can't take your bed too. Nonsense, I insist. You'll have a much better sleep, I'm sure of it. But don't you have to go to work in the morning? I feel awful if you can get a good night's sleep. Oh, don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Nothing I haven't... Oh dear, I just realized. Huh, what? Is everything okay? Oh, you don't have any pajamas to wear, do you? Oh. Don't worry about that. I can sleep just fine in this. Oh, how can I not worry? No offense, but although your outfit is quite the ensemble, I don't think it would make for a very nice sleep. Why don't I go out and buy you something really quick? No way, it's really nice of you, but I can't accept that offer. It's so late, I don't know anywhere is even open. Oh, when there's a will, there's a way. I'll just, go next door and kill the lady that's about your size, and then just steal her clothes, don't worry about it, I'll do anything for you, Mary. I mean, what? Besides, I had to pick some things up anyways. So please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen, and don't be afraid to turn on the TV. I'll be back shortly. Just get getting some antifreeze. Don't worry about it. Before I could protest anymore, Reginald was out the door, leaving me alone in his apartment. I guess all I could do now was wait for him to get back. I plopped myself onto his couch and turned on the TV. There were some commercials playing, so I didn't know what show was on yet. What's on at this hour anyways? Before I knew it, I heard the sound of a door unlocking, and Reginald was walking through the front door. I watched as he locked the door behind him, dropped off some plastic bags he was carrying, and shrugged off his coat. He left one bag in his room, and then proceeded to put some food items away in his kitchen. Then he came to sit beside me. So, what are you watching? Oh, I don't know, nothing in particular. Well, would you like to watch something? Or would you rather just head to bed? Now that I think about it, I can't remember the last time I actually watched something on TV. Reginald passed me a TV remote and told me to put on anything I liked. He wasn't picky. Oh, maybe we can watch... Okay, murder mystery, sitcom, game show, horror, romantic comedy, sci-fi. I like murder mysteries, right? He likes reading murder mystery novels, and everything. So, that's probably the best thing to choose, I guess. Sure. We're not really on his route, though, so it doesn't matter, but I'll just choose murder mystery, I guess. I flicked through a few channels until I found this one. It was playing a murder mystery movie, okay? It seemed to be taking place on a train, of all places. It starred a detective and his young sidekick. It seemed fairly interesting. Do I watch it? Do I get to... Actually, can I see all the other options first, actually? I want to see all the other pictures, okay? I flicked through channels. It was like a sitcom of sorts. This feels familiar. Are these like... I've seen before, sometimes the pictures, they seem to be drawn by other artists. I wonder if that's the case. I don't know. I can't remember any particular episode Wanna watch this one? I wanna see the other ones first. Game show. What is this one? Okay. Acid Vat. Thelma. The Wheel of Terror. A game show. Something I like about game shows. Look extremely colorful and exciting. Let me see the other options first. Horror. I flicked through a few channels, found this one. There was a horror movie playing. There are ones that I like. Did I watch it? And what about romantic comedy? There were a few channels I found this one. Look, there's some more romantic comedy playing. It seemed pretty cute. Alright. Again, all these look like different art styles. I don't know where they come from. And some sort of science fiction show. Like Star Wars, I guess. Okay, well, let's choose murder mystery. Why not? Makes sense. Oh, really? This is what you've chosen to watch? Do you not want to? No, nothing like that. I'm just surprised. What of all that's been happening and all? I felt like you might stray away from this type of content. I don't know, I'm interested. Fair enough. Original and I sat and watched TV for a while. It was pretty nice though, eventually. I started to feel tired. I think Reginald could tell too. I yawned as I stood up off the couch, thanking him once again for letting me use his room to sleep. It's not a problem at all. I left the pajamas in the bag for you. I think they should fit. How would you know? How would he know the correct size for her anyway? Good night, Mary. As I, pick up your hair from the sofa and then sniff it. Anyway, what? I had a pretty nice sleep actually. Probably has a camera in the room. Has a recording of her sleeping in his bed, most likely. Anyway, Original's bed felt comfier than my own, but that only made me feel all the worse for taking it from him. I removed the pajamas he gifted me, but packed them with me, as he surely has no use for these now. I got dressed in my usual clothes and carefully stepped out of the bedroom door. Yes, free pajamas. After all, if Reginald was still asleep, I didn't want to wake him. But to my surprise, there was no one there at all. I knocked on his bathroom door just to make sure he wasn't using it, but there was no answer. It was then that I noticed a note that had fallen in front of his front door. Mary, so sorry to leave you alone this morning. I had an urgent matter to attend to. I don't think I'll be back anytime soon, but feel free to help yourself to any food in the apartment for breakfast. All I ask is that when you leave, you lock the apartment with the spare key in the end table drawer and then slide it back under the door. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. I see. I didn't really feel comfortable taking Reginald's food, especially when he's not home, and especially not after all he did for me. I followed his other instructions and left the apartment. I wonder what I'll do with the day. Crowven's been anxious pretty lately. He would never admit it, but it's easy to tell. He's home almost all the time, but never relaxed. He's always pacing, itching, and double-checking. He almost always looking at his phone. Sometimes I see him go outside to talk on said phone. He yells at whoever it is that's on the other end. Even from inside, I can hear it. Inside, he's been asking me to stay inside a lot lately, too. He sounds just like my parents did back when all this started. I don't know why he asks me, but I do it anyways, because whatever it is making him worry himself sick, and I'm not going to add to that stress. I just wish he would tell me what's going on with him, but I'm not going to push it either. I'll let him tell me on his own time. So as expected, I've been home all day. I haven't done much, though I'd like to change that soon. If I'm staying home anyways, might as well be productive. Maybe I'll get a little cleaning done tomorrow. A clean home is a happy home. Okay. Just finished washing my face, brushing my teeth. I got a phone call. So late at night, reached on the phone to check who it was. Twilla? I figured Twilla would be mad at me still. Why is she calling? Maybe she wants to cash in those favors I owe her. But so late at night. I decided to pick up anyways. Mary? Twilla? She sounded like she was out of breath. Mary, thank goodness you answered. Please, I need your help. Really? Huh? What are you talking about? Are you okay? I am. But right now. Please, I need you to come get me. You're the only person I can rely on for this. I don't understand. Why Mary? You have so many connections. You're relying on Mary? That's suspicious. What's happening? I don't have time to explain. My phone is low on battery. I don't know how much longer it'll last. but I'm in real trouble. I need your help. Trouble? Why didn't you call an emergency number? I can't. It'll make things worse. You have to believe me. Please. I know I haven't been the easiest on you, but I'm really relying on you right now. How about maybe you don't burn down my house in a different timeline, girl? And then we reject the call. No, okay. I think I can still catch a bus. Where are you right now? You remember when we met in the bathroom of that club? Yeah, I do. I'm near that building. I'm hiding in one of the alleys. Please, hurry and find me. And whatever you do, don't go to the police. Promise you. Twilla? Twilla? Snake? Snake! Her phone must have ran out of battery. I had to go find her. Okay, this sounds a horrible idea. This will probably get us killed. But sure. Crowven was asleep in bed when I answered the phone. Even though he didn't really want me leaving the house, this was clearly an emergency. I had to go. I quietly slipped out of the house, making my way towards the bus stop. I hopped on the first bus that came and silently prayed that it didn't come too late. We were off to the city once again. Trilla sounded really bad, like it was hard for her to breathe. Is she really okay? She told me not to contact the police or anything like that, but how am I supposed to help her? I don't understand. If she doesn't want the police involved, then I guess it's not something they're supposed to know about. Is it okay for me to get involved with them? I hope I wasn't making a mistake. Well, maybe. There was hardly anyone walking amongst the streets tonight. In fact, I think I may have only seen one other person out here tonight. It was eerily quiet. I had to find Twilla. Per her instruction, I made my way towards that hidden club building. I just hoped she was still there. I checked between each crack and alley I could find, until... Oh, okay, she actually is in trouble, alright. I thought it was a trick. I thought she was lying so that she can, like... I don't know, ambush us with a sledgehammer again. Twilla! You know, this pose kind of reminds me of a thing that happens in Fate Stay Night. Anyway. What happened? Are you okay? Your head is bleeding. And your shirt. There's blood all over it. I'm fine. She coughed. She sounded hoarse. Don't be so loud, okay? I tried to quiet my voice, but it was difficult with the sight before me. How did this happen? I was attacked. Huh? By who? I don't know. I didn't see them. I was just trying to investigate, and suddenly something struck me in the head. I'm lucky it didn't knock me out cold. I somehow managed to get away, but I'm scared they're still looking for me. I shouldn't have gone alone. Twilla, we should call someone. No, please don't. That's more trouble than it's worth. I don't think I'm in any shape to be interrogated right now. But Twill, please. I just called you to help me get to the hospital. My car isn't far. On my leg. I think it's twisted. I can't make it there on my own. You want me to drive you then? No. I think I can do it. I can't do it alone. Please. Help me get up to the hospital. Yeah, of course I will. Come on, let's get out of here. I kneeled over to help Twilla up. She threw her arm around my shoulder for support. Right as we were about to turn out of the alleyway... Twilla fell to the ground beside me. Whoa, kablam! In complete shock, I turned to the source of the noise, only to be met with an even bigger shock. Oh, okay. Crowven, with his gun. How fucking stupid do you take me for? Crowven, Mary, we're leaving. Okay, this time it's Crowven that kills Twilla. All right. I mean, I don't really feel any remorse because she also killed us in another timeline, so, I mean, I don't know, it's only fair, I guess. What? You just... I shot her in the leg, she'll survive. I mean, she's bleeding a lot though, so I don't know about that. But you won't. You believe her. Huh? She's trying to trick you. She's really good at it, too. But maybe if she were better at it, I wouldn't be here to stop her. I don't understand. What's going on? I'll explain it later. We need to go. Now. This is all too much. You just shot somebody. I didn't even know you had a gun. There's no time for this. You're coming with me whether you like... I don't think so. How fucking stupid do you take me for, huh? Alright. Maybe, well, I mean, I don't know about the blood. Maybe I don't know, was she just putting ketchup on herself to make it look like she was bleeding? I don't know. But she has a knife, though. Did she have a gun, too? I guess not right now, though. You think that's enough to incapacitate me? My limbs are powerful. I have cyborg legs, you see. I couldn't get any words out. I didn't know what was happening. All I knew was that Twilla's arm was locked around my neck, and I felt the cool touch of a metal brush across my face. Now, unless you think you're a real fucking lucky shot, I put that gun right down. I can't speak. I cannot speak because I'm bleeding from my leg. But unless you think you're a real fucking lucky shot, I put that gun down right now. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Did you go deaf? Put the gun down or she loses a fucking eye. You shut up. Twilla choked me harder. What's it gonna be, asshole? Do you like your chances? Shoot her! I don't know. Shoot her! Mary, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I really tried. Crowven put the gun down on the ground. Twilla pushed the knife closer to my face. I felt his teeth lightly press into my skin. Crowven's eyes grew wider as he understood what she was getting at. He held up his hands by his head, defenseless, and took a few steps back. Twilla quickly drew the knife from my face. I'm just glad she didn't scratch me in the process. She then removed her arm from my neck. I didn't realize how tightly she had been choking me until she let go. I gasped for air and almost toppled over. I stood still as still as I could as Twilla walked over and picked up Crowven's gun. Thanks for agreeing to come help me, Mary. I really do appreciate it. She aimed it in Crowven's direction. You were a very big help. And then pointed it towards me. Don't you dare. If you do, I ain't telling you shit. I wasn't going to. Twilla walked over to me again. She lifted the gun above my head. Mary, I'm sorry. I was out. Okay, she knocked us out, I guess. Is what I assume what happened? Yoo-hoo! Can you hear me? Mary? Oh, yeah, okay, it is Zappara. I was wondering, maybe it was the other, I mean, only someone like Zappara would go, Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo? Zappara? Where am I? Where's Crowven? I was gonna ask you the same thing. Crowven went missing. Twilla did too. Or at least she's very good at hiding. It's been weeks since that night. I have not seen or heard from either of them. Supposedly Zappara found me because Crowven messaged her and told her to come get me. And she didn't hear from him ever again after that. I went to the police even though I know Crowven doesn't like them. They were the only people left I could think of that might help me. But just like my parents, it's turning up with nothing. No clues, no evidence. As if they had suddenly vanished. Zappara had been trying to help me look. I had thought that maybe we were starting to get along before, but it didn't seem that way anymore. She doesn't like talking to me. I can see it. Aw, damn it. Not even in the Crowven route do we get any Yuri. Anyway, her messages are short. We never meet more than an hour at a time. She's always got somewhere to be. She's mad at me. I know she is. Can I blame her? It's like I took her last friend away. And mine too. It's all my fault. If only. I should have listened to Crowven. Maybe then none of this would have happened. It's like everything that had happened came to a sudden halt. Twilla was gone and Crowven was gone. Even the mystery number stopped responding to me. Was this really it? Was this really the end? I still live in the cabin. Well, at least, at least we have shelter. It isn't burnt down. I got nowhere else to go. I try not to bother Crowven's room too much. It still smells like it when I walk past. And I'm sure when, he comes back, he wouldn't want to see his room in a mess. I try not to bother it too much, but sometimes I just can't help myself. I walk in, his hamper still has a shirt sleeve hanging off the side. Rather. His pillow is still lopsided on his bed. His curtains are still drawn. I walk over to his bed. I lie down, and I try not to cry. But I cry. Lie down, step 1. Lie down, step 2. Try not to cry. Step 3, cry. Bad end. See you on Mars. Okay. Did I get that before? I remember the Twilla endings. Maybe I clicked too fast, but I didn't see like a bad end text before. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't notice, or I clicked too fast. I'm not sure. Anyway, congratulations! You got the bad ending. Thank you for playing. Do you get the true ending? Not yet. So there you go. That's the bad ending for Crowven's route, I guess. Just by just picking choices I felt like were appropriate. As it turns out, that's how you get a bad ending. I guess we'll try to get the good ending next, like now, if possible. So okay, so I think we're all the way back here, and it said like, what was it? It's been a while since anything really interesting has happened. The last exciting thing was when I was caught in the rain and had to duck in the movie theater that night. Trilla hasn't messaged me about the investigation or anything like that, though I'm sure she wants to make up all those favors for her soon. Yes, this is around when the endings kind of branch, and hopefully I picked the right decisions this time, and therefore we get the good ending now. Let's see. So I kept my phone handy just in case she needs me for something. So far, it's been nothing. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Well, last time Trilla called us, she tricked us. I haven't been messaged by Reginald in a while either. Sometimes I wondered if I should message him first. But he's probably busy, and I don't want to annoy him. Even the mysterious number that had been texting me hasn't been responding much anymore. And by much, I mean at all. I have no idea what happened to them. It worries me a little bit. But if there's one good thing that's been happening lately, it's that Crowven has been spending more time with me. Even if he still does his own thing a lot, he's been making time to see me too. We go on walks together, we'll catch a movie if he's free. Sometimes Zapra joins us. I still don't know what our relationship is, but I think I feel better about it the more we're all together. I had just been brushing my hair in the morning when something smelled. Smelled like smoke? No, not again. Not arson again. Crowven, is that you? Crowven? Concerned, I rushed downstairs to make sure everything was okay, and then everything's on fire. And once I turned into the kitchen, I saw. Okay, this is making pancakes. I really thought the house is burning again. Yo, Mars. I was supposed to make a. It was supposed to be a surprise. Crowven, you're making breakfast. I'm not usually this bad at it, I swear. But you know that, right? Of course I do. But why? I just thought it'd be nice, Crow. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I helped Crowven clean up the situation so that we could sit and enjoy the morning together. When he asked me, "Hey Mars, I know this is sudden, but mind taking a trip somewhere with me today? Are we gonna visit your lake of corpses? Your lake of dead bodies that you've put in there or something? I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is, still. You know something? Despite how long I knew Crowven and his family, I've never been to Hallen City myself, okay? Going to the city. Well, no, I've come here to visit their home on holidays. And there was that other event. But other than that, I haven't any memories of time spent here. That I've always heard such good things about it. It makes me wonder how Crowven's family could have moved in the first place. It's so weird. What? I don't know, just like it feels weird to be actually standing here. Well, is it everything you thought it'd be? I don't know. We just got here. Let's show you around then. See if it lives up to the hype. Okay. Crowven and I had a wonderful time exploring Hallen City together. Okay. It looks like he's riding a tricycle though. It's too short. We rented bicycles to get around town for a bit. I can't remember the last time I rode a bike. There's so much room to ride and lots of pretty sights to see. Flowers lined the streets, and there were always more with every step you took. It felt like being on vacation. I felt like I was a tourist. How had I never visited when it was never even that far? It's not as if I dislike Blackwood. Blackwood is fine the way it is. In fact, I love Blackwood, but I can see why they like living in Hallen City so much. Such a gorgeous place to be. Why would you ever want to leave? They have such a nice view of the sunset here. Yeah. Dad always used to walk me around here because of it. He told me he proposed to Mom here. But I think he's full of shit. Don't tell him I said that though, okay? Of course I won't. Should I do it now? I mean, yeah, sure. whenever you're ready. Okay, he's gonna do the whole ghost talk with his parents or something. Right. See you soon. I lay back against the tree. I know it isn't normally how I start this process, but I don't think I could bring myself to lie in the dirt in front of them this time. It was fine though, I think. Close enough, right? Close enough. Am I here? Really here? There's a house in front of me, but it's not one I recognize. Behind that front door, can it really be? I picked myself off the ground and walked over to the door. There's only one thing left to do now. Knock. I knocked on the door. I lifted my hand to knock again. When? Hello? Okay, it's Aunt. And she has cross-eyed, or like crosses in her eyes for pupils anyway. Hey, what? Mary? Goodness gracious, what are you doing here? No, it's not what you think. It's nothing bad, I promise. Auntie, you're... Honey, come look, come look. Huh? What? Come look who's at the door. It's Mary. Who? Mary. What? No, not like that. Look, come see. I can't come to the door, I ain't dressed for the company. Oh, that doesn't matter. Come on. Okay, we're just visiting our, our aunt and uncle in the spirit world. Don't worry about it. I watched as my aunt disappeared into the house, going to fetch my uncle. Even though I had done this a few times already, seeing that I could really see my aunt and uncle, Mary. We're so happy to see you again. Okay, he's just in his pajamas. Hey, kiddo. How you doing? My aunt and my uncle. I miss you guys so much. Huh. Well, we miss you too, sweetheart. There's so much I wish I could tell you about. And Crowven. Oh, he'd be so happy if he could see you guys. Oh, we'd love to see him too, but as much as I love that boy, I think I prefer not to see him for a while. How are you here anyways, kid? It's a long story, and I don't have a lot of time, but I'm happy I can see you guys again. And I know, he will be too. Okay. So, how'd it go? Well, I did see them. Really? I mean, yeah, of course you did. You did the same with Theo. Um, what did you talk about? Well, I didn't have a lot of time to speak with them much, but they wanted to know more than anything that they love you, and know you're gonna do great. I know it's not much, and it's probably what anyone would be expecting to hear, but I know they really mean it and... More hugging. Yeah, those losers would say something like that, huh? Couples of old coots who can't think of anything original. That's just like them. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I don't know where things go from here. I don't know if we're gonna find my parents, or if I'll ever figure out who that mystery number was, or even what tomorrow will bring. But what I do know is that as long as I'm with Crowven, we'll figure it out somehow. Hey, come on, sit down with me. There's still a little more I could tell you about, like how your mom still looks like a movie star, and how your dad looks like he hasn't brushed his hair in forever. Okay, good end. All right. I guess I clicked. I guess there was an animation. I clicked too fast last time with Twilla's images. So that is a good end. All right, kind of ends on the, on a wholesome note, but also it again doesn't really resolve a lot of the mysteries surrounding the story. Like how did Theodore died? Maybe there wasn't. Maybe he did die naturally. I suspected that Reginald, was the one who poisoned Theodore for revenge. For bullying Mary and everything. Right? That's what I thought. But maybe not. I don't know. Because I thought it was gonna be like it was gonna go towards the Reginald is super jealous and totally controlling of Mary and therefore starts killing off Crowven's friends or whatever, but I guess not. Maybe that was not it. I don't know. At the end though, when the bad end, Twilla's bad end and also Crowven's bad end, it's always just them coming to blows, I guess. for some weird reason that's never explained. I don't know if it will ever be explained, but for some reason they have a history, and somehow they're pulling out guns and sledgehammers and fire, and it's very violent. I don't know what's going on with them. That is not simply just like, you know, ex lovers. You know, you think they're just ex lovers that had a breakup, but no. I guess it's deeper than that. I don't know. And whatever happened to Crowven's little girlfriend or whatever? I assume girlfriend. I don't know much about them, so it's never explained. But I don't know whatever happened to his date. But I don't know. And also, again, the dead bodies in the lake. That's also never. So many things that just never explained. I don't know. It's weird. But I guess that's it. I mean, kind of liked it better than Twilla's route though, because at least there's like some human decency for the most part. I mean, she got bullied a lot by his friends, but at least they're like a little bit sympathetic because they apologize, you know, and they understand what they did was wrong and everything, and you know, they kind of got together back. You know, Zapra got to be friends with Mary again and everything, and it's not too bad, I guess, even if they were a little mean in the beginning. A lot different than Twilla. Twilla just acts like a sociopath from beginning to end. You know, I don't know. It just feels that way. I feel like Twilla. I don't know. I feel like her character could have went in the way where she's like, you know, maybe she just doesn't have a lot of social skills, right? And maybe she's a little too intense, and therefore doesn't doesn't show that she cares about people when she does. But I don't know. In the end, I just feel like she doesn't though. You know, she's just a complete psychopath. I feel like she could have went in a way where like maybe she does care, but she doesn't have like a easy time showing it, you know? But I don't know, it doesn't really go that way. She's just I don't know, she just yeah, she just uses Marion and then that's it. They're not really very good friends. I don't know. Anyway. But hey, that was Corwin's route. Now I'm interested in seeing what Reginald's route is like. Actually, when he's the Yandere route, you know, I probably a lot of let's just say less than nice things are gonna happen if we hang out with him. Most likely, I'm actually kind of interested in what happens with him though. He's ironically the most friendly person, despite his occupation. Let's just say, but I guess we'll see.